Hey, welcome to Geeky Faucets. I'm Amy Dale.
And I'm Christine Lucas Savage.
And this is episode 11.
Can you believe we have 11 episodes? Wow. Double digits.
That's amazing.
I know, it is.
It's like the Doctor right now, the 11th.
It is!
Mm-hmm.
Yay, what a happy coincidence.
Which we should start talking right off the bat about Doctor Who because...
we have a differing of opinions.
Yeah, Christine was not very pleased.
No.
So tell us.
It started off well, but he took a turn towards the serious. Far too serious, and he was really cranky this episode. And I'm like, why do you have to be so cranky? Like, your new companion's adorable. Like, I don't even know. He just got, I don't know, he got weird in this episode for me, and I hope this is not a trend.
Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent a little bit of like I feel like there's something going on that he's trying to underlying.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, I think it's her identity. It's who she is, right? And
yeah,
there's
because
something about that.
Because he keeps saying, you're impossible.
Yeah.
You know, and so he's trying to figure her out. But still, I'm like, can you be funny while you do it? Because this episode made me miss David Tennant quite a bit.
Oh, I always miss David
Because
Tennant.
I'm like, oh, you're really funny.
I love David Tennant.
Yeah, I don't know. So, whatever.
But I liked it. I liked this episode, and I told Christine after I watched it, I was like, it was like a musical. She was like, what? But there was a lot of singing in it, and I am a big music person.
It's a musical every time we come over here. Even her children join in.
It's true. It's always, there's always a lot of singing over here.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking, while we're on the subject of Doctor Who, so I posted this, you guys have to check this video out on Facebook.
Word.
It's the Don't Blink kitty cat. My friend Jenna posted it on my timeline this morning.
I laughed so hard at that.
I died.
So funny.
Oh my god. It was
hilarious.
really, it's this cat, like, so you see him off in the distance, and then there's the camera. It goes like this, and then it goes behind a wall, and then it goes back again, and the cat's a little closer, but he doesn't move.
And it puts David Tennant in at the beginning.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It's so funny.
And then it does it again. So it keeps going back and forth, and every time the kitty's on the camera, he doesn't move. Like, he's still like a weeping angel, but as soon as he, you know, goes off camera, like, he comes a little closer. Oh, my word.
It is so funny.
It's adorable.
I can't wait to show it to my kids.
I really,
so
really
funny.
want
They're gonna
one.
freak out.
Yeah, anyway, totally worth it.
Yeah. So I like the new Who episode, and Christine not so much. So let us know what you think. We want to hear what your thoughts are.
I know that there was one person that commented that said they really liked it, but why do you have to rip my heart out?
Yes. Yes, because he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And but yeah, I liked it, and I loved the music in it. I'm not gonna lie. And okay, so there's a new trailer out for Elysium, which is one of the movies that we talked
You
about.
learned how to say it.
I did. Because
I'm really
it said it on the
impressed.
trailer.
I'm totally impressed right now.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna nail this, man. I know how to say this now. But it's the one that was directed by the same guy that directed District 9, and it's got Matt Damon and Jodie Foster in it, and it's about like, you know, like a tiny percentage of the world lives on this space station called Elysium that's like everything's perfect. There's no sickness, there's no poverty, there's no hunger.
I'd like to live there.
Yeah, and like it shows in the preview, it shows this girl that's like on this bed where she's getting scanned, and it said like trace amounts of cancer, and then it like did this thing with her again, and then it was like, you know, clear.
You're clean.
Yeah.
Wow,
So anyway, but then the rest of the world lives on Earth, which is like, bad. Like everything's falling apart. Like wars and poverty.
I wonder how you get on the space station.
So that's kind of the thing, is like Matt Damon's trying to get on the space station, but he's, I guess, not.
He's unclean.
One of the selected ones. So anyway, it looks really good.
Very interesting.
So when I read about it, I was like, that sounds interesting, but the preview looks great, so you should check that out. Look at the trailer for that.
Thanks, I will.
Yes. And then, have you seen the preview for Defiance, which is a new show on Sci-Fi Channel?
I need to stop watching so many Korean dramas. Because I'm like, what? This all sounds so great.
Wait, there's shows with Americans in it?
I know, and they speak English? What?
I have to have subtitles?
I was watching this one episode yesterday on the treadmill, and it was freaking hilarious. Actually, no, it was today, and it was hilarious. I almost fell off the treadmill.
Okay, I have fallen off the treadmill before, and it has not been because of anything being hilarious, so I'm not going to judge anybody who falls off the treadmill. Somebody posted a video the other day on Facebook of this girl dancing on the treadmill. Like, she was walking on the treadmill, but like...
Okay, overachiever.
She was dancing and spinning around and everything, and I was like, Dude, I cannot walk on a treadmill
There's no
without
way.
risk of
I'd be like
hurting
bald
myself.
flag. Like, bye.
There would be burns all over me. Okay, so this new show, Defiance, it's on Sci-Fi Channel, and I think it starts April 15th. It looks really intriguing.
What is it?
It has tastes a little bit, I don't know if you're going to agree with me, but I think it has a little bit of a taste of Firefly.
Really?
It's got, like, the theme song has this sort of western-y sound to it, and it's got, like, I don't even know for sure the premise, to be honest. Like, when I watched the preview, I didn't necessarily always...
I bet it's going to be
Sometimes when I see shiny things, I forget what's happening. And I'm just
Did you mean to do that? You see shiny things?
That was clever. I didn't even mean to. I'm just clever without even trying.
That's amazing to me.
I know. So I was intrigued by it. It looked really good. It's like this guy and his daughter who looks like she's part alien, maybe. She's got some interesting features.
Anybody you know in it?
I don't think so. I think it's all unknowns, which is good for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. But it looks like they're coming back to Earth, and like he was in St. Louis, and he was like, "No, now it's called Defiance or something like the name of the town." And it looks really good. So you should check that trailer out too. And that starts April 15th on Sci-Fi Channel, and I think it's going to be a winner. I could be wrong. It's happened before, but it looks good from the trailer for sure.
I hope it's on like Hulu or something. So
yes.
I can actually watch it because I don't have cable.
I don't have cable either. We always have to buy everything on Amazon. Like, oh, here's one more episode of Walking Dead. Yeah. Although my parents were very sweet and let us watch the what do you call it? The finale. What is it called? The last
season finale.
Season finale. Yeah. So we were at their house for Easter Sunday, and we were like, "Can we borrow your cable for Walking Dead?"
At least you didn't have to pay for that one.
I know, and we watched it in real time.
There you go.
Like we didn't get the
you have
spoilers.
commercials though?
Because I've gotten spoilers before, and it's so frustrating.
Is there commercials though?
Yes.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, that's the payoff, I guess.
Stupid lame part.
Okay, the other thing that I saw recently is Chris Nolan, who, if you know who this is, he directed, originally the first time I discovered him was when he directed Memento. Have you seen this movie?
No.
Okay, well we own it if you want to borrow it. It is a movie that is done backwards. It's so...
What?
It's hard to explain without seeing
Who's in it?
Trinity, Carrie Moss. Is that her name? Trinity from The Matrix.
Uh-huh.
And Guy Pearce, is that his name?
It's okay.
It's a dude. And he has...
So there's a dude in the movie?
There's a dude in the movie. Crazy. Huh. Anyway, he has to tattoo himself every day because he has this memory loss thing, where every day he wakes up and he forgets everything.
Ouch.
Yeah, and so he tattoos himself with clues because he's trying to figure out what's happened. I think there was like a...
Wow, that's kind of cool. I want to watch it.
It's so good. Anyway, that was the first time I discovered him. He directed that, and it was brilliant and so weird.
He did Batman?
He did. Yes, he did The Dark Knight. And anyway, he's brilliant, and he just takes stories from a different angle a lot of times. But he's doing a new movie called Interstellar, which they just announced that Anne Hathaway is going to be in, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a huge fan, especially after Les Mis. Oh my word.
I still haven't seen that.
Whew. Yeah, she's brilliant, so I'm really excited. And Matthew McConaughey is going to be in it, which I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I like him.
We'll
just like when he talks.
Yeah.
He can leave his shirt on. I just want to see him talk.
You like his voice?
I like his voice a lot. I wish he would do an ebook. Matthew McConaughey, if you watch this, can you please do an ebook?
Audiobook, yes.
Audiobook, thank you, sorry.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
learned
he's
how to
got that
speak.
southern thing. Anyway, so he's going to be directing, and it's about wormhole and traveling through time and wormholes and that kind of thing, and so it'll be interesting, I think.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. And then dates, upcoming dates, of course, Comic-Con in Denver, May 23rd, May 31st through June 2nd, and then Impossible Astronaut Day, where you tally marks if you're a Whovian, on April 23rd. And then May 4th, May the 4th be with you, Free Comic Book Day, and a good day to have a Star Wars party.
You better have one now, because now I want to have a party, and I hate throwing parties.
And a cosplay update. I don't even know if I told you this. I've decided that one of my cosplay outfits for the Denver Comic Con is going to be Shaun of the Dead, the female version.
I love that!
Right?
Yes, because I'll be the female version of everything I am.
I already have the cricket bat, and I bought a tie yesterday to tie around my head. I'm just gonna put some blood all over. Yeah.
I got my red bow tie and suspenders in the mail the other day. Yes. I'm very excited. I just need to test out the pants in front of you because I'm not sure about the pants.
Yes, we'll have to do that.
They're a little tight.
Well, you know.
No, it might not be good.
Yeah.
So there's a fine line between tacky and awesome.
There is.
So
there is. Like, that's
and
not
I am-
quite spandex,
Yeah,
but
I
it
am
looks like it.
Towing the line.
Okay, we'll have to check it out. Have to get
Yeah,
approval.
we'll definitely have to do that.
Okay, and also next week we have a special guest coming to our show, and it is going to be Harry Potter Arama. So if you're a Potter fan, or if you have friends who are, make sure that you tune in next week, because it's going to be all Potter all the time. It's going to be awesome. And my son is actually leaving this week to go to he's going to Universal Studios and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So
She's been working on controlling her anger towards her son and being a good parent. And not showing jealousy. You should have seen her last night. She's like, going, Harry Potter.
I'm really happy for him. See? I practiced.
That was not convincing. I'm really happy for him.
Question mark? Yeah.
Dot.
Ellipses. Okay. Oh, and you have to tell your name.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I was at Goodwill the other day, and I found a haiku book. And haiku, as you all probably know, is 3 lines of poetry, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Although apparently it doesn't have to be that. That's just traditional. But anyway, whatever. So I'm reading this haiku book, and I love it. Like, I love haiku. I get it. I was actually reading my husband some of the ones the other day, and he's like, what? Like, he didn't get it. I'm like, I can't read these things to you. So I decided to try my hand at superhero haikus.
Yeah.
Yes. So I have a couple of gems here. We all know how much I love Storm Shadow from G.I. Joe, and if you've seen G.I. Joe, there's a specific scene where he's pretty much glistening, oily through the entire movie, but there's one specific scene, and you'll know it. You probably know it if you've seen the movie. So here it is, dedicated to Storm Shadow. Storm Shadow awaits to strike the head of the snake, a glistening chest.
It's amazing.
Thank you. I wish I would have told you this over the show, because the first time I told her this
I laughed very loud.
She laughed really, really loud. It was awesome. And then this next one here, this was inspired by, because I am reading Love and Capes right now, that by Tom Zahler, and I really love that comic book.
Who's going to be at Denver Comic Con?
He's going to be at Denver Comic Con, and I hope to meet him, and he can sign everything that I own of his. And so there's this scene where, the guy is a superhero, and he once dated this superhero girlfriend, but right now he's dating like a mild-mannered,
normal person,
normal bookstore owner. So here it is. A superhero and his lovely girlfriend and her ample rack. Because superhero girls, seriously, they're like, how can you be a superhero with boobs that big? Because I'll run, like when I first had my first daughter, and my milk first came in, I'm sorry, this is going to be too much information, but I had giant boobs. And so I went to my friend's house and I started running, and I'm like, ow, it's horrible. How do you do it, superhero women? Because I don't even understand.
There's a few issues I have with superhero women. One is, they do have huge boobs, but also they fight crime in a swimsuit. Is this really a good idea?
Probably not.
Does it seem like good planning?
No.
I'm totally covered and protected from, the
Bulletproof
bad guy.
vest.
Bulletproof because I'm
Well, it's
in
like
my
everybody
swimsuit.
in spandex. I wrote one about Superman. Would you like to hear it? Okay.
Yes.
And I mentioned spandex in it. Here we go. A cape in the wind and red spandex underwear. His name is Clark Kent. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
I almost wrote underpants instead because I like the word underpants, and I will be I will be including that in one of my haikus one day.
So Christine is a random talent girl.
I'm a poet.
She has all kinds of talents. We've talked about doing a random talent show, like just a variety show for you guys one day, because...
But it would be the Christine show, because I have far too many.
She has like crocheting and unicycling and juggling and...
I'm full of it.
Haiku
in more ways than
and
one.
ice skating.
That's not a weird talent, though.
Well, sort of.
I don't know.
If you live in
can I
Oklahoma,
just read
it's a
just
weird
one more?
talent. Yes.
Because this one is specific for Colorado people. You'll totally get it. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Frozen snow on Hoth. Springtime in Colorado. Basically the same. See, I wrote that one last night.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Did you know Hoth was, you can go visit where Hoth was? It's in Norway.
Oh yeah, we talked about that, right?
Yeah,
on our
I knew
show.
I did say that. Sorry, my
And
brain
we
was
did not
functioning.
talk about the Harry Potter, Wizarding World of Harry Potter when we talked about Geek Vacations.
That's totally a geek vacation. Hello.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
that was a good one.
We
Sorry, I
failed
missed
you.
that one. Okay, this week's show, we are talking about old school video games. Old school. We're going old school. So tell me about your first video game experience.
I don't even know. There was only one video game I really played. I mean, my grandparents had an Atari, so I played that sometimes, but video games are not my thing except for one, which I'm sure nobody's ever heard of.
Well, somebody had on
Well, yeah, she was a friend of mine.
Oh. Gotcha.
It's on the regular Nintendo, like the for real, like first.
The first, yes.
And it's called Anticipation. It's like a Uber loser game.
Okay.
It's like a virtual board game. I know, right?
Yes.
And
awesome.
so you have each, squares a color, and then you roll the dice, and it goes to the color, which is a category. And so this thing comes up, and this pencil draws, and you have to guess what the picture is, and then spell it correctly before you can move on.
So it's like Pictionary.
No.
Ish. You're guessing what they're
But,
drawing.
you're guessing. Yeah, you're guessing what the computer is drawing. Like
Okay.
the computer pencil is drawing. So I kicked everybody's butt at that game. It was the only game I could ever play. The only one.
Awesome.
Or not.
Or not. I had, I know at some point we had, and I don't remember which order all these things came. We had our first sort of game systems. We had a Texas Instruments game system.
Oh my word.
Yes.
Wow.
We were high tech.
What was your favorite game on there?
I can't remember. I don't remember that. And I get confused about which system which game went with. Because this was a long time ago.
Atari and...
Because we had Atari and then we had Intellivision.
What the heck? I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. And if you watch the beginning of Princess Bride where Fred Savage is playing the little baseball game and it's like that game we totally had. And the first time I saw that movie I was like, oh, we had that game! And I thought it was so cool. But yeah, so that was like a baseball game. We also had Pole Position, Prepare to Qualify.
Oh, yes.
Yes, with the...
Yes, I think I tried playing that one once.
Yeah. My husband, I was talking to him, I was like, what are your favorite old school games? And he said Choplifter.
What the heck is Choplifter?
He has like a thing for flying. He loves like helicopters, and his favorite old school show is Airwolf.
I totally watched
the helicopter.
that.
Yes, he loved that show.
I watched that
so
show.
Choplifter is like you get in a helicopter and then you have to fly, and there's people shooting at you, and you have to land and pick up people, and then
speaking of flying games, 1942. Did you ever play that on Nintendo?
No.
It was a flying game, like you had
like a World War II.
Yeah. And you had an airplane that kind of went back and forth, and you just shot things. I could play that one.
There you go.
I wasn't very good at it, but I could play it. And I'm one of these. This is why I don't like. I get made fun of because on driving games, any kind of games, I'm like this. I do this. And when Mario jumps, I jump too. Like, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't play.
Yeah, you can tell a gamer when they're just not really. Although my mom, later in her life, really became quite the gamer. And she is good, like really good, but she still moves. I'm like, what are you doing, Mom? You've been playing this for how long? And she's still doing this number. And...
I'd like to think I'm doing my calisthenics while I'm playing video games, right?
Yeah, but So, let's see, what other one? Oh, Space Invaders, of course.
Of course, yes.
And then,
there's a graffiti artist that calls himself Space Invader, and he puts little aliens, Space Invader, and I think he's European.
It's pretty cool. The Banksy show, maybe?
Probably.
Movie?
Yeah.
Exit through the gift shop or whatever. Yeah. And then the other thing, I really, really loved the arcade. Like the arcade games.
I liked playing Mortal Kombat at the arcade.
Yes.
Because by dumb luck, I would beat
by
people. Because I just go like this,
buttons.
and I would win.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm awesome.
Yes. See my skills.
Yeah, there's no skills.
Yes, and what I will say to that is that last night, I have had a long break from gaming, and I'm a gamer at heart, but I don't have time because I have 4 kids and I homeschool them, and anyway, so I don't have time. But so last night, my son was like, Mom, come downstairs and play Call of Duty with me. And I was like, okay. So I've never used an Xbox controller. I know that's pathetic. I realize that, but I don't have much time in my life right now. So I'm used to, Nintendo 64 is my last system that I gave my heart to. And it was like the one, you have the one thumb joystick and then the buttons. So I'm totally into that. But with Call of Duty, you have like this like two joysticks. And one of them controls moving forward or whatever, and the other one controls which way you're looking. And so I was playing Call of Duty with my son, and I just...
It's probably like, Mom, get off my team.
I was like, I just need to learn to walk, baby. He's like, he kept coming up behind me and knifing me and killing me, and I was like, stop killing me! I just need to learn to walk, because every time I would see that there was somebody that I needed to shoot, my gun and face would go immediately straight up at the ceiling. And I was like, what am I doing? And then I couldn't figure out how to look at the person I was trying to shoot, so I was walking in circles, looking up.
See, my problem with those games...
I'm a bad soldier.
I tried to play Counter-Strike in college because the guy I was dating was playing it. And so I tried playing it, and I seriously was like up against walls. I'm like, how do I even turn around from the wall?
Yeah, see, I shall overcome, because I really am determined, because I really want to play the new Tomb Raider, and there's a lot of really good games right now. BioShock Infinite, I want to play that one, but I have to learn to walk first. And my daughter really wants me to play Skyrim, and I'm totally... It sounds like an awesome game.
It sounds right? Isn't that what they say?
I don't know.
That's what
probably.
I think so.
But I really want to play it. I just need to... And I said, so is the walking the same in Skyrim? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, well... I'm just gonna have to walk around for a while before I can do anything else.
Here's my stance on video games.
It's rough.
So I know I suck at them. Like, I really am not good at them, and I'm okay with that. But I can sit and watch people play video games forever. Like, I could come over to your house, and if you want to play video games, I'd be so happy to just sit next to you and watch. Like, I love watching people play video games.
That is a good asset.
But it's really fun. Like, have you ever sat and just watched somebody play?
No, because I'm always going, when's it my turn? Can I play now?
Not me, because it's so interesting what these people can do. Because I'm like, there's no way I can do that. And I have accepted that, and I'm okay with that. But oh my word, I can just sit and watch, eat popcorn. If you provide me with food, I will sit next to you. You don't even need food. I'll just sit next to you, and we can pretend we're having a social interaction.
It's awesome.
I know.
Speaking of which, have you watched The Guild yet?
Yes, I watched, I don't know, it's on Netflix, actually, so you can push play, and I watched a few of them. I think,
Did you like it?
I did. It's a little slow. I'm still getting into it.
Yeah, it gets better as you go, as you get more into the characters. But
I understand your girl crush on Felicia Day, because she's adorable in every way.
I love her so
much. And I love the mom. The mom who plays video games. Oh my word, she's
going to be at Comic-Con.
Is she really?
Yes, I'm totally
We'll have to meet her.
Geek out on her too.
She's
I love her.
So funny.
Yes,
I'm like,
so
oh my
funny.
word, that's just, so. Anyway.
Oh, the other thing that John said, my husband said, which some of you people might be able to relate to, RC Pro-Am. He was like,
I've heard of that one.
That was the coolest game ever. He got all crazy excited. It's the most geeked out I've ever seen him about anything, I think. He was like, it was awesome! And then he got on YouTube and went and watched a video of someone. Yeah, it was so funny! I was like,
I can't imagine your husband doing that, at all.
I know. He was really excited about it, though, so I was like, oh.
You know which one I sort of liked? It was Contra. And here, did you ever play that one?
No.
What? That's like the one, the Konami code?
Yes,
up, down, down, left, right,
yes.
Yeah. So that code gives you unlimited guys, to play with, which is awesome. But I can sort of play that one. I just thought it was cool that I had lots of guys, but I love watching people play that game.
Okay, see now, here is the system I love, which I said earlier. I gave my heart away to Nintendo 64. And I love that system so much. And, okay, so I'm just going to talk about the ones I really love. Mario Kart.
Oh, that was a fun one to watch. I couldn't drive. I was lost.
It's like the perfect family game, man. I love that. I love that game. It's so much fun.
I love watching it because my brothers would get mad at each other. It's hilarious. I'm like, oh, I'll just be the spectator. See, that's why it's so much fun to be a spectator.
Yes. Okay, Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I got that game and defeated it. Thank you very much. It took a while, and I'm not going to lie, I had to cheat a few times. Because one of the times that I had to cheat, I was actually doing the right thing, but I wasn't standing in the right place, or, I don't know. Sometimes you just keep trying. I don't know if you played Zelda, but you, play your stupid ocarina. You play every song you know in your ocarina.
Yeah.
You light things on fire. You, use the mirrors to make reflections. You do everything you know, and you're just kind of like,
How
I got
do
trapped.
I do this?
I got trapped in a room and I was like, I've tried everything I know to get out of this room.
That's why I don't play those games. I get
Yeah.
so mad. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Just tell me. Like,
Well,
let me
see, I
jump and
finally,
hit the-
that one, I was stuck in that room for a long
that's the
time. And I
worst.
finally was like, I think I'm probably doing the right thing. I'm just doing it at the wrong, you know, like you just need some encouragement to be like, you're doing the right thing. Just keep trying it or whatever, you know. So I did have to cheat a few times, but that game was, that's probably my all-time favorite game. Like, I love that
My
game.
brothers really liked that
word.
one.
The other one that was really good on that game system is Super Mario. Just...
But okay, this is the problem I had
So
with
good.
Super Mario. Because isn't this the first time, like, your Mario is walking? Like, does that, you know what I mean? Like how all these games are
It's
now,
like
like 3D. Isn't
3D
that the first
looking,
time?
like, more 3D.
Yeah, this is the first time that Mario.
The flat Mario where he's like, nee.
I can handle the flat. Did you know when I was a kid, me and my friend Robert, we would get graph paper and make video games on graph paper.
That's
like we'd make like, you know,
build the squares.
We
and
totally would, and like
the
build
8-bit.
bosses, and oh yeah, we totally did that in elementary school all the time. Like I wouldn't play them, but I'd build them. I should have been a video game programmer.
You should
with 8-bit stuff, because that's the only ones I could do. Because the rest of them, I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, like, I loved the whole Super Mario game, the jumping into the paintings and the. But I saw your thing about where they're like the princess.
Oh my word!
Yeah. I always felt
We're
like they
sorry,
should be
Mario.
more grateful.
But our princess is in another castle. Well, screw you. I
I just fought 5 bosses to get here, so yeah.
and you know what I love too about the original Mario is the warps.
Oh, right.
You know, and
Those
I think it was
go.
1.2, the level 1.2. You know where it's dark and you're in the dungeon after you pass the first thing, and you jump on top of the thing, and you can go to like level 4.
Well, they have a few warps in. I don't think they take you to different levels. I don't know though. But they have warps in the Super Mario as well.
I never.
Like if you stand in one place for a while, you disappear and you show up somewhere else.
I love warps.
Really
Those
cool.
always made me feel like
I did one by accident, and I was like, "Oh crap! What just happened?"
Like, don't forget where this is.
Yeah, it was awesome. Usually, I had to have some cheats on that too. Yeah. Anyway, also Diddy Kong Racing is a pretty fun one. It's the Donkey Kong guy. My daughter's been. That's the one she ran through the house the other day screaming about.
That was really funny. Yeah, her daughter's
She's
like,
been-
I did. Yes, I'm like, what just happened?
She keeps running through the room, going. Yes! Yeah, it was Whiz Pig. She beat Whiz Pig. It was very exciting. And then also Banjo Kazooie is another one that's pretty fun.
Do they play a banjo on that one?
Yeah, the bear does. I think his name is Banjo. I think when it's not in the game, but like when you're waiting for the game to start, he's like playing banjo and he's got a bird in his back.
I like when they do in video games and the people are waiting, like in Sonic the Hedgehog, when he waits and he'll sit there and be like, come on, tapping his foot.
Yes.
Like, what do you do? I love that. That makes me really happy.
Zelda does that. I think Zelda and Mario both do that, where they're like, oh, and then eventually they'll fall asleep.
Any day now,
They
please
just lay down.
Yeah, no, I love that.
I do too. It's pretty awesome.
Love it.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else that we're missing out on. You guys tell us what your
Well, a couple
favorite.
people wrote Pitfall was a popular one. That's the one. It was an Atari one where you run along the jungle and you grab onto things and swing.
Yes.
And, yeah, Pitfall. I'd forgotten about that one. That was Tony.
Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah. I haven't.
And
oh my gosh, I
then
haven't thought about that one.
Kaboom. I posted that one because I actually played that one where the robber drops bombs and you have to catch the bombs. I totally played that one.
I've never played that one.
I played that one.
Boom.
Kaboom. Yeah, I actually liked that one. I don't know what system it's on, but it all kind of comes.
I'll tell you what games I hate are sports games.
I don't get it because how do you control all the players? Like, I don't understand.
I hate them. Well, see, we had the baseball game and we played it because at that point in time, there were limited options in the video gaming realm. So it was like, hey, we have a video game.
Yes,
yeah, it's about baseball, but yes, let's play.
Yeah.
The only ones I like are the Wii ones, where you're actually like bowling and you're doing something, but I don't like the whole
huge fan.
FIFA and all
You know
that
what I really
business.
liked? Tetris. And I just liked the song, like the Russian song that would play. I had that as my iPhone ringer for a while because I just it makes me
Is Dr. Mario pretty similar to
Dr. Mario. That was my mom's favorite. Like she would seriously sit with her Game Boy and just be playing.
Yes.
She rocked at it.
On Dr. Mario?
Oh yeah, she loved Dr. Mario. I could play it. It's fun getting rid of germs, but I lost interest pretty quickly. I liked watching her play.
See?
But whatever.
That's awesome. So I'm going to keep you posted on my progress with the Xbox. it's going to get better. I'm going to be able to
It
not
gets
look.
better.
It gets better. I'm going to be able to not look at the ceiling every time somebody comes to me. It's just not a good thing when someone comes running towards you shooting for you to do this. It's just not.
Generally, no. No.
And then go
probably
around in a
not.
circle.
And
Wait,
you start
I'm going to shoot you! I'm going to shoot you!
Yeah, it's the Call
Not
of Duty
good.
ballet.
And like, my son was just being mean to me. He's 10 and he's taunting me. He's like, Mom, look at my screen. Because when I looked at his screen, I could see myself. Oh.
You're like, that's how I look.
But I was like, my dude looks really cool. Except he's doing stupid stuff, but he's cool
I
looking.
wonder if there's like a cheat you can put a tutu on your guy.
Seriously,
Wouldn't that be
so he could
great?
just dance around.
Totally.
Like
that would be people like me. So it would scream like, kill me, because I'm an idiot. But I'd like to have a tutu on my guy as I played.
My son's guy had like this face paint on. He was scary. I was afraid of him. He had like white and black face paint and he looked scary. And then my guy was like all cool looking. I was like, I look really cool, but I can't shoot anyone. But my son was saying that he was using the term spray and pray for me. You know, just spray bullets and pray that they hit the right person.
That's my
method. That's your Mortal Kombat
That would be
method.
my Mortal Kombat method. A
Yeah.
lot of video games I like to watch too because they had great music.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There's one.
Well, we have
Street Fighter. Street Fighter had this one. I can't remember who it was, but I always wanted my brothers to play him because his music was great. I wish I could remember who it was. But
Well,
it's
Anna
Street
has
Fighter.
several of the video game songs redone, like on her iPod that she listens to.
Does she have
so.
Tetris there? Near.
No, I don't think she. I don't think she does. She has
Oh,
Mario though.
that's
And
my
I think
favorite
some
one.
Zelda ones. You know the other game I loved, arcade games, Galaga. I love.
The heck is that?
Galaga. It's the one where you have the little spaceship at the bottom, and there's like these guys that come in, and they're like, and then you like
Oh,
shoot
I've never
at
played that
them,
one.
and you can just move like side to side, and you're shooting at them, and then sometimes your guy gets captured, and then you can like shoot that guy that captured your guy, and then you have two shooters.
Oh,
It's awesome.
like that?
Yeah, like that.
Just like that, folks.
And it's awesome. And then the other one I love is Area 51, which I don't know if it's around anymore. It was around fairly recently, but it's, you know, it's like you actually have like a big plastic gun and you're shooting aliens.
That's awesome.
It's so much fun. It was one of my favorite games. If I could have that one in my house, I would, because I would play it all the time. It's so fun. Not very good at it, but
It's okay.
spray
okay.
and pray.
You're in good company. Because I stink at video games.
Well, I'm actually good at video games, yeah, but not
I'm not.
not Xbox yet. I will. It will be mine.
I'll
We'll
support you and
conquer it.
watch you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't have time this month, so next month. Next month is
Alright.
video game month. Yeah. All right. So let us know if you have some games that we didn't talk about, or if these are some of your favorite games, or
And also, we're
Yes.
on iTunes now, everybody.
yes.
Go subscribe. Yeah, I can speak today. Go subscribe and tell all your friends. And yeah, because we're awesome now.
Yes, we are on iTunes and we have a logo and everything, and we are also on Twitter at Geeky Faucets and Facebook.
And Facebook, you can watch the Don't Blink Kitty Cat.
Yes.
So
And Instagram, if you want to see random pictures of us.
I posted a picture of me with my dog and the tail of Hobbs as I was crocheting. So you
And I
have
posted
little.
a picture of me with a cupcake that said Hulk on it.
I know
yesterday,
you're
so.
missing things like that if
Yes.
you don't subscribe to us.
It's amazing. I know. Look what you could be enjoying.
I know.
All right, so we'll see you next week. Remember to tune in next week for the Harry Potter special. So thanks for joining us.